What is a radio beacon, and how did it guide early aviators? Imagine flying through thick fog or over endless ocean waters with no visual landmarks in sight. How did pilots find their way safely? The answer lies in radio beacons. These were ground-based radio transmitters that sent out signals pilots could pick up during flight. They acted like invisible signposts in the sky, helping pilots stay on course when visibility was poor. Early aviators depended heavily on these signals to navigate safely over vast, featureless areas. In the 1920s and 1930s, before modern GPS or sophisticated navigation systems, radio beacons were a game changer. They transmitted specific radio signals that aircraft could detect with onboard radio equipment. When a pilot tuned into a beacon, they could determine their position or direction based on the signal. This was especially useful over open water or remote regions where visual navigation was impossible. One of the earliest systems was called the four-course radio range. It used Morse code signals to create a sort of invisible highway in the sky. The system transmitted to overlapping signals, the letter A, which was dash, and the letter N, which was dash dot. When a pilot aligned their aircraft with the correct course, these signals merged into a continuous tone. This told the pilot they were on the right path. It was like following a glowing trail in the dark, guiding them safely to their destination. Major companies, including Henry Ford's engineers, helped develop and install these radio stations. They made sure signals were consistent and reliable, creating a network along popular air routes and at airports. This network allowed early pilots to fly with more confidence, knowing they had a reliable guide in the sky. Now, when we think about the disappearance of Amelia Earhart, radio beacons come into focus. Earhart was flying over the Pacific Ocean, relying on radio signals to navigate. Despite having these aids, she vanished, sparking endless questions. Did a technical failure happen? Was there human error? Or was something else at play? The mystery of her disappearance highlights how, even with technology like radio beacons, early aviation still carried risks. Radio beacons were vital tools that transformed flying from a risky venture into a safer one. They provided a way for pilots to follow the beam and find their way through the unknown. But they also reminded us that technology alone couldn't prevent all tragedies. The story of Amelia Earhart and similar mysteries keeps us curious about what really happened in those moments when the signals went silent.